Got some weirdness going on. Trying to get my chart up. What the heck happened here? Okay, do it this way. Okay. Oh, I'm already jumping into tomorrow. It's not even tomorrow yet. Let's just wake up, guys. Are you awake? Let's get awake. Hey, what? Peace, be so fine. The wonderful Wednesday is here. Yeah, it's Wednesday already. We just got into the week. It's going to be the weekend again. Then that's going to go by really fast. Next thing you know, we're going to be in Deck the Halls with Falls of Holly. You know, Happy New Year's, you know. Make it up. All right, that's good for your spirit. Here we go. We're going to jump into God help everybody when I turn 60. You got another year of safety. I'll be 59 next year. When I turn 60, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. All right, all right, all right. Today is Wednesday, and we are jumping into Yellow Self-Existing Star. It is all about I define in order to beautify. Measuring art, I seal the store of elegance with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by the power of flowering. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. The color is yellow, the planet is Venus, and the chakra is solar plexus. Yeah, it's the place of all those emotions. Here we go. Earth family is signal. And we are going to be looking at the rune, plus the message is viewed from space. The earth has no boundaries. Viewed from space, the earth has no boundaries. Let's think about that, shall we? Is that a true statement? Earth has no boundaries? It's a true statement. Think about that. I want you to really think about that. We're dealing with 6-dimensional energy. So it's all about telepathic energy. So does Earth have any boundaries? Think about it. Is that a true statement? What's your thoughts? So the rune today is called opening. I like that. And this is perfect. So uplifting is the title of this video today. To be uplifted. To feel uplifted. To be in a place where you feel good. Even though your body might be aching, you might be feeling, I haven't caught up on this yet. I haven't finished this project yet. I haven't finished reading that book yet that I said I was going to finish and give my thoughts on. Or I haven't got my business webpage up yet. And I still don't know what I'm doing on this planet. Blah, blah, blah. So this is a symbol of the rune today. And this is about opening fire torch. Is all recognize that while on the one hand you are limited and dependent on the other, you exist at the perfect center where the harmoniousness and benefits forces of the universe merges and radiate. You are that center. Simply put, if you have been operating in the dark, there is now enough light to see that the patient on the operating table is yourself. Mm, mm, mm. This rune is all about opening and renewed clarity, of dispelling the darkness that has been shrouded in some part of your life. You are free now both to receive gifts and to know the joy of non attached giving. Yes. Oh my goodness. Kuno is the rune of the morning of activities for seriousness, clear intent, and concentration, all of which are essential at the beginning of any endeavor. One of the 13 cycle runes, the protection offered by Kunos is this: the more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and outmodeled in your own conditioned. So, to feel uplifted, that's why I came in with the tambourine. Get you lifted. I want you to lift up in your spirit. We're going to go to spirit church right now. We're going to lift up our spirits. So everybody stand up. If you're in the car, don't stand up. If you're in the cars, don't stand up. Everybody stand up. Come on, get up. Get up. Get your buns off the floor and off the chair. Get up. Get up. Now, just stand. Move those hips side to side. We're going to wake up the Kundalini. My earring's flopping here. Come on. Move those hips side to side. Now, deep move. Come on. When I taught yoga class, I would always come in and surprise people doing something crazy, just to stir them up, to break up the stress. Now hold center. Wiggle a hip. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Now stop. Now I want you to take your arms up and bring them down into the center of the chest. And I just want you to have a slight bend in your knees. Right there. Now come back up. Lift up off the toe. Lift those heels up. And now bring those heels back down and come back down again. And just breathe. And then up, breathe it out. And just gentle. All we're doing is gently. What we're doing right here is moving the lymph. Getting that lymph moving. Lymph cannot move by itself. They're one-way valves. So the muscle tissues have to move the lymph so that you can flush things out. So the kidneys can pick it up, the skin can sweat it out, and you can get it out of the body. And now just last one right here. And now just bring the arms out. Rise up on your, lift up the heels. Breathe right here. Now lower those heels. And now just circle those hips. Feel that stretch. Back in the day when I took belly dancing, oh, I loved it. Oh, it was scary when I took belly dancing. I was doing things that the teacher asked me, how did you do that? I like that move. I said, I don't know, it just came through me. But now do those nice hip circles. Place those hands on the waist. Come on, stretch it out. Come on, come on. If you are going to be a crystalline being and standing in your crystal self, you have to move. Stretch it out. Because, everything gets all settled. Everything gets all stuck. Next thing you know, you're like, oh God, I just pulled a muscle. Okay, reverse it. Come on. Feel that. Stretch it out. Really stretch, circle. Big circles right here. Feel the body releasing it. They're like, I came here from my tent. Yes, you're going to get a lot. So come on, get up. Move your bum bun. Gotta have you ready. Come on. Move and stretch out. Now we're getting the spinal fluid moving. Come on now. You got this. Oh, yeah. Now we're going to do this undulational move where you just hip, 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 hip. Yeah, you're going to probably feel some snap, crackle, pop right about here. Stretch it out. Come on. Just feel that. Just stretch. Moving like a snake. Now hold center. Now, I just want you to just kind of go back. You should show us your hip movement. Well, Marte, show you the hip movement. Oh, honey. Okay, fine. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. All right, I'm going to show you my hips. Now, keep in mind, I'm an older woman, okay? So, hips. And then hold. Now you're just going to shimmy. This moves the lymph. Love the body. I got miles on this body. Surgeries, injuries. I got blood in the game. And down. And side again. Hip undulation. It's like you're stepping. And then circle. Stretch it out. Move it back. Feel that. Now take all, raise your arms up. Bring it back to center. Press. Press the hands together. Press the hips. Press the knees together. Tuck the buttocks. Tighten it up. Pull in the tummy. Tighten everything. Tight. Tight. Press it. Come on. Press it. Tighten it up. Come on. Tighten up that butt. Get it tighter. Pull the tummy in. Hold it. Let it go. Shake it out. Shake out the legs. Shake it out. Come on. I'm lifting you up. Okay. Bring the feet together again. Touch those knees. Squeeze the thighs. Squeeze the butt. Tuck in the gut. Bring the hands together. Tight. Press. 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 Keep pressing. Pull in the gut. Tighter. Let it go. Step apart, shake out the legs. Now your energy should start coming up through the back of the spine. And now hip circles again. Feel that. And reverse it. Good job. And just circle the wrist. Those of you that are on the computers all the time, circle. On your phones, wave it. Wave it. And twirl. And reverse it. And twirl. And reverse it. Okay. Neck. Come on. All the lymph gets stuck right underneath the chin and back. Because we're like this. Looking at the screen. Doing this. Circle. Breathe. Let that stress go. Lifting up the spirit. Reverse it. Good job. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale it out. Good job. And now shoulder roll it. Come on. Yeah. Taught yoga for about six years. Hot yoga. I was into hot. Then got burned out. Got an injury. Reversed that. Slowed down. Arms up. Reach. This one you'll feel because that psoas muscle gets really tight. And that's the one that connects to the top part of the hip, comes up around the backside. That's the one, if you lift something wrong, you're going to feel it. Breathe. And bring the hands to the waist. And circle again. But this time do tiny little circles. Really work the inner core. Pull in through the belly. And reverse it. And lift up through the chest. Arms out to the side. Take that arm up and stretch it over. And change. Up. Stretch it over. And change. Shoulders again. Squeeze it. Release it. And take a deep breath in. Guess what I want you to do? Breathe that out. Now, reach down as far as you can go. Scoop up all that good earth energy, positive timeline energy. Bring it all up. Bring it here. Bring it down. Breathe. And now just circle the hands. And breathe. All right. Woo! Everyone's good? Lift up your spirit. And breathe. All right, lovelies. I'm going to switch shawls now because I got that energy moving. All right. So, grab your water, your tea. And those of you that have, you're sitting at a desk for a long time, you have to rotate. Hey, darling, you have to make sure you tapped out your heels, okay? You have to do that. Because if you don't, what will happen, you'll start getting these cramps in your calf muscles. Okay? And that's not going to be good when you stand up and take a step. Next thing you know, you're not feeling very good. Okay, everyone, if you broke a sweat, towel off. I broke a sweat. Man, that was good. Plus, I'm drinking hot tea. Woo! So, well, those particular movements I just showed you, one works with the Kundalini, two works with your spinal fluid, three works with your lymphatic system, four helps to kind of lift your body and gets the blood moving. Okay, that's a good way to just kind of, when you get up, you're stiff. And you're stiff from all the energy stuff that's going on, that's causing you to feel that. Okay? So, and then you bring your energy up. Now you got your body going. All right. So, that was good. I'm feeling it. So, to be uplifted. So, remember yesterday, got you started with talking to your, needed that. You're welcome. Hot, thanks for moving us. Yes, this is why I was saying we had to move. And I'm like, oh, you want me to move them? They're like, yeah, move them. I'm like, okay. Well, can I just use the tambourine? They're like, you can use the tambourine, but you're going to move them. I'm like, okay. So, your body heat circulation should be coming up. You should be feeling that. You're lifted. You're going to take in more codes now. You're not stagnant. Your body's not in a stagnant place. You just got yourself moving. So, let's talk about yesterday. We got started with our salt cleansing of our name. And I want you to really think about this too. We're doing this every day. You leave it somewhere, something comes up, you go and clear your name. Okay? Take the lid off, speak it into the glass, clear your name. Then you have your good one. Now, I made my good one. You're probably going to say, what's all in yours? Okay, so this is the one, salt clearing. Okay, so you speak clear my name. You know, people used my name to make money at a business. They were using my name, making money, profit off of my name. Whatever it is that you're clearing, you're speaking it into that glass. Okay, keep your lid on it. Then you make your good one. Now I have a Lodolite crystal in this one, so be careful. When you put a crystal into the glass, you don't want the crystal to chip the glass, but so you're going to move it gently. So I have a lot in here. This is what my positive is. Okay, so we're going to talk about this being uplifted. Now, thank you, elders. I'm going to give a shout out to an elder who already crossed over last year, Aida. And Aida, when we did when we were up in Shasta, she lived in Shasta, and we had a weekend medicine meeting. And this one weekend medicine meeting that we were doing, she was handing out tobacco, cornmeal, sugar. I was like, wow, why are we doing all that? And she says, okay, make a little pouch, put your cornmeal in. This is going to be your offering to the earth. Put your tobacco in. That's another offering to the earth in the directions. And now you're going to put a little bit of sugar on top of it. And I said, what's the sugar for? I said, she looks at me and she says, I'm going to sweeten it up. You want to have a sweet life, don't you? You want things to be easier, don't you? When you let go of something, you sweeten it up. You give yourself sweetness. And I'm like, okay. So yesterday when we were talking about making our positive glass bottle, in the positive one, I said use some rose water. You're not going to have if you wanted to use the pink Himalayan salt, you could put the pink Himalayan salt in there. That's more nourishing. That has all the different type of minerals in it. Then we were talking about things that you want to add to it. So in this mixture, I put cinnamon, clove, pure olive oil. I put purified water. Put rose essential oil in it. Cedar. I put orange for abundance, prosperity. What else did I put in this? Allspice. A little allspice. Now, if you have the natural herb, you can definitely put it in there. But I want to be able to use this after we're done to cleanse and anoint myself with. Okay? Because I'm speaking to this, saying all the positive things. I love myself. Oh my God. It smells really good. And I also put a teaspoon of honey in it. That's the sweet thing. I put honey in it. Okay? So, you're talking all the good things in it. You're putting all the uplifting things in it. How do you want to feel? What are you connecting to? This is your feel-good bottle. This is the one when after you let go and cleared your name, even clearing your name all the way back through the past, okay? Whatever your names were in all your soul incarnations and everything, clearing your name. How about this? Clearing your name back in the time when you were accused of witchery. Okay, you were doing your natural healing things, but you got burned at the stake or drowned or stoned or whatever for witchery. How about clearing your name for that? Yeah. Yeah, clear your name on that. And then when you're putting your good one together, you're talking into it and saying, successful. I am successful. My business is successful. My new home is here. I see my new place of where I'm living. You're speaking everything into this water. Okay. Remember kind of like when we did the water medicine? Now this one is different. You're speaking everything because you are going to bathe yourself with this. You'll get in the shower, bathe yourself with this. Okay. So you want to make sure everything that you say is loving and positive. Everything that you want this to represent. Because once it goes on you, it's going to be a part of magnetizing that. Okay? So this is really important when you're talking into it. You're saying everything that you're attracting, what you're materializing, what you're tapping into. Because of the fact of where we're going now energetically, that's bringing all this energy in so that you can really bring that into point. Now let's talk about something. Where are you putting your good bottles? Is it clean, organized? Where you're setting it? Your good bottle needs to be somewhere that's pretty, that's lovely, that's has good energy around it. So I sit mine next to my goddess, and that's all candles and stones around it. So I have the good ones sitting there. So when something comes up, I grab it and I say something into it and I speak to it. Then I put the lid back on and go on about my day. Oh, something just came up. I got to release it. Go to the releasing one. Say that one. Put the lid back on and go on about my day. See how that works? So you're not holding on to it. It comes up and you can go release it. So at the end of our 10 days, we go and release it. You're going to get rid of it. Your other one, your good positive one, you're going to bathe with that. Okay. So let's talk about something. when we're talking about being uplifted, setting the tone. How do you set your tone of the day? How are you setting it? Are you setting it magical or are you setting it mundane? Which one is it? Come on, children, tell me. How are you setting it? Are you setting it magically? Setting your intentions? Or are you setting just kind of getting up and just going? Did you even tap into yourself? Good. Magical. Because one of the things that we do as humans, the alarm, sometimes you just naturally wake up, sun comes in, sun came, hit me right here. I was like, oh, okay, whoa, I'm up. And then when we get up, how are you moving? Are you shuffling? Are you going into the kitchen and turn on the hot water or is it programmed to come on? What are you doing? How are you getting into yourself? Waking up because you've been out in the journey somewhere out there. How are you getting back into yourself? Okay, and then breathing. How are you breathing? Have to get past mind chatter with it. Yes! Get that mind chatter down. How are you breathing? How are you feeling? How do you want to set your day? It's so important right now that we stay grounded and set our intentions of the day because it's going by like this. Okay, it's going by so fast. So you have to now be very aware and set your intention. Staying in that uplifted. No, when you see crazy stuff or hear about crazy stuff, you have a filter. You can say, oh, interesting to know, but not a part of my timeline. Keep it moving. Now, if it's something that happens in your immediate circle, then that brings your attention centered. Okay. But as far as staying uplifted in the self, you're staying uplifted in yourself and your spirit so that when you're creating and when you're tapping in, you are tapped into that energy. Okay? That feel good. I want you to hold that feel good energy all day today. Just stay in it. You see something that you feel that's just going to pull you in and pull your energy down, just go, slide left, not doing that. Stay in a feel good energy today. What do you have mapped out for yourself today that's uplifting? What are you going to do differently today? What are you going to treat yourself to today? What is it? Because this Ken is about flowering. It's about that energy of flowering. Okay? So let's look at more of the info on it. And we're not going into this energy of beating ourselves up and being hard on ourselves. What's the language that you're saying to yourself? None of that. You guys, I've time jumped. I'm already in Thursday. I keep pulling myself back into Wednesday. I'm already in Thursday. So, this is all about that yellow self-existing star is about the beautified, the elegant, the art. May we develop our awareness of the countless beautiful things in everyday life. For every phase of beauty contributes to the expansion of spiritual upliftment and understanding. When we contemplate life through the eyes of purity, everywhere we look, we see beauty. Okay? Everywhere you look, you see beauty. So, what is the communication in this kin you want to tap into? So, some of you probably want to really tap into your gifts. Okay, say like you got your gifts going on, but what does it really mean to have your gifts? So I'm going to read you something. And this is one of those books that I got, and it's called Intuition Medicine. It's an old book. And I'm like, when you're digging around in the storage, you find those books. So I like the definitions of what she wrote down. So let's just go into this. I said, this is good. So, clairvoyancy is to see clearly. You see clearly. Now, the definition of this is you experience an awareness of energetic patterns. You may see colors, symbols, patterns of or words. If you sense a specific color when you meet a friend, you will experience clairvoyancy. Okay. What do you think about that? Do you feel that? You experience that? Clairaudience. Clear hearing. Clear hearing, clairaudience, allows you to hear unspoken words, sounds, songs, tones. Do you often have seeming unrelated songs pop up into your head during conversations? If so, you may be clairaudience. Clairsentient, clear feelings when you feel things. This is a sense of empathy, is one way to describe clairsense. If you meet with a friend who has a stutter and you begin to stutter when you speak to him or her, it is that energy of feeling. You have the feeling of sadness, feeling of happiness. This is the feeling energy. Telepathic, mental communication. The ability to communicate without speaking. Perhaps driving home from work and suddenly feel like picking up some ice cream for dessert. And then when you get home, your partner says, "Oh, I was just thinking about having ice cream," and you went and got it. That's telepathic. Precognition. Future perception, when you see into the future. So a lot of times they talk about this like in fortune telling, card reading, but it's recognized as your own precognitive ability. Dreams. That's a message in seeing something in the future. A vision that suddenly comes to you. That's seeing something in a vision. Okay? Intentionally and synchronicity. Bringing in the goals and dreams to reality. So to bring in the goals and dreams into reality. Energy follows your thoughts. Think about that. Energy follows your thoughts. When you can clearly see your goals and can move them into reality, you are manifesting with intention. Perhaps you have been at the same job for many years, but now you are ready to leave. Then on the day you give your notice, you are offered the exact job you were dreaming of. You are experiencing the synchronicity of intention. Okay. Knowing is the abstract sense. Unknowing. Abstract sense. You have the answer and the information, but you cannot logically explain how you receive the answer or know the information. This is the intuitive process, which comes as a certain feeling or awareness that you trust. That can be the aha moment or the aha moment of somewhere. or it can be the crystal clear awareness of best course of action, a course that may make a little or no logic sense. So, the reason why Spirit guided me to share that part with all of you is because as we're moving into our processings and, things are happening to you. And the first thing we do, we jump off and say, oh God, I'm losing my mind. It's the first thing you start. Wait, or you get in there and start negotiating with yourself. Like, did I just see that? Like when I was talking to all of you about kitty kitty. Kitty kitty, time cat kitty, jumping timelines. And I now know that that's what she's been doing because when I look at her tail, it's got this silvery light on it. And I said, that comes from time jumping. So when we're time jumping energies, pay attention to your hair. And if you get any kind of facial hair on the bottom of your chin and it's pure white, that's jumping timelines. It's like, boom. And pay attention to your fingernails. Like all of a sudden your nails just got really super long, but they kind of look a little rough. Like you got to go file them now. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday. She goes, I'm looking for a nail filer. I said, why? She goes, I got to file my nails. My nails grew really fast for some reason, but they look kind of jagged. I said, thank you so much for saying that because I noticed that about my own nails. They grew like almost overnight. I'm like, what the heck happened here? I'm like, I gotta go file these down, get some kind of clear up on this. Okay? Pay attention to that. Because that's a part of dimensional jumping. Because the time is accelerating. Now, I had a very interesting, what did I say, conversation when I was in the medicine bath last night. And I thought it was really interesting. And I just had the thought of, yeah, things are going good. I'm doing my work and I don't have a lot of big followers and I'm good with that. All of a sudden I heard the ones that follow you are the ones that are awake and they get it. And it is also a part of shielding so that others that have all those huge followings and all of that, you're not being as watched. They're looking more at all the bigger ones that attract all those people. And I said, said everyone's timeline is being used for certain waves of people. Those that are in tune, you keep it simple and small. And I said, oh, got it. Because I'm not comparing myself. I just had that thought. And it's a part of those of us that came here with a purpose and to do our work. There's a certain type of shielding over you. There's a certain type of protection that you were born into that kind of moves you around unseen. Now, don't get it wrong. There are some that track you, that see you. And their whole game is, can they get to you? But because you are, okay, thank you. Because of standing and knowing who you are and embracing that makes it less likely for you to get pulled in to things because you see it before it's done, before it happens. There you go. Okay? Is a knowing and a seeing it before it happens. You see it coming, but you already know. Oh God, now I feel like the Oracle in the Matrix. Don't worry about the vase. What vase? Oh, that one right there that you bumped into. I would offer you a cookie, but you're going to say no to it. So it's having that let's just call it that, the Oracle look. You move differently. So one of the things, the key factors of this game that we're playing right now is staying uplifted. It is very easy for all of us as the workers that we are, the light holders, the divine ones, to get caught up in emotions and it pulls you down. I get a tester every time with the young one, you know. And it's like you have to keep your energy up. This is why it's important to get grounded. This is why it's important get yourself in your bath or your showers and your salt washes. This is why it's important. How do you adorn yourself? Do you like putting on your jewelry, your crystals? Do you like doing that? That's cosmic play of the self. That's the beautifying cosmically. You're becoming the cosmics. The stars glisten out there. You see all the beautiful things in the night, and then in the daytime, the sun, and all the beautiful things. You are a part of that. So staying uplifted in that. And then when you're processing and moving through emotional things that might come up, that could be a charge or a trigger, how you look at that, feel into where it's coming from, how old is it, and then being able to give yourself permission and let it go. But you don't want to stay rolling in it to the point to where you become a prisoner to it. Okay? You don't want to do that. So, in this movement, as we're feeling into ourselves, and a lot of this energy is in that preparation for the final dance. We're getting ready for the final dance. The final dance is where you know who you are, you know what your moves are, you have the choreograph of your movements and the knowingness. You have your best shoes on, and you know you got this. Because the final dance means in order to choreograph your final dance and put it together so you can implement the dance, you already know it ahead of time. Follow what I'm saying? You can sit back and read a judge and feel if they're fair or not. You can see other contestants, follow what I'm saying, who are out there. You know they haven't done all the stuff. You know they haven't put it together. You know their routine. They stole the routines from everybody else and they just put it all together. They stole somebody's song and they put it all together. But they're going to come out and try to compete against you, an original that's already planned it out, already knows how it's going to be, and what part you're signing up for. This is good. So when the music starts and you hit the dance floor, You know how the music is going. You know what beat you're going to hit, that certain pause, that certain pose. You know if you're going to step right, you're going to step left because you've already planned it ahead of time, which makes you unseen in what you're going to be doing until you present it. So that's good. I like that. Thank you. I heard you're welcome. A drum in it. It's when it was coming in, I was like, who's speaking? A drum in it. And I'm like, okay, cool. And it's this, they're showing me how those of us, and it's so beautiful, that came with the mission, that know who we are. It's like you're cloaked. You show up, and then all of a sudden you throw everything off, and you become that strong beacon of energy that can't be reckoned with. And all of us have to stand in that because of the factors. When we're flowering and being uplifted, you hold on to that. You stand in that. You represent that. And you don't let anybody come along and pull it down off of you because they haven't made it yet. This is where you're going to see, if you're not already seeing it, the divisional energy. Who made it, who didn't make it. This is where you watch energetically the ones who are not taking care of themselves energetically, and they always want to tap into your energy. No. Go take care of your own energy. Don't be tapping into mine. Okay? Be aware of that. So when you hit the dance floor, you know you're going to get 20s all across the board because you got your best dance shoes on. Okay? In the coming weeks and finishing out this year, the amount of testing that's going on for each and every one of us is going to be like this. You're not going to have time to sit back and be pondering, oh, if I should do that or not. They're going to give it to you. What's your answer? What is it? Because you need to move in that light speed. That's how you know you've broken certain patterns. Thank you. Humanity has a habit of staying in their cycle patterns because thank you, they are waiting for the guaranteed outcome. They want to be guaranteed that it's safe, that it's okay. Thank you. How are you going to ever know if you don't take the steps? You are the one that creates the guarantee, not the situation outside of you. Woo! Take some tea for that. Drink some water, please. Woo! Head is buzzing. Thank you very much. Gotta love it, don't ya? Gotta love it. That was beautiful. I was like, ooh, where's this going? So it's really important that everyone, you stay very much so. Yeah, that was a boom. Stay in that space. Your gifts are coming on full swing. And we talked about this yesterday. Why it was given to us as the words of junk DNA. If it was the protection. to serve in this moment right now, to be activated. And another follow up on that, this was so beautifully shown to me yesterday. I get all those beautiful messages in the water. I love it. It was shown, I saw these light, people's light coming up, activating, and all the lower vibrational energies were trying to anchor into the ones that were rising up, and they couldn't do it because your, thank you, your vibration on divine light itself overrides the artificial energy, overrides it. So yes, it causes them to get frustrated because they can't just grab and pull you back down. They have to use, thank you, things outside of you to pull you down. What are you attracted to? Who in your family could they use? Who's your good friend? Can they get your good friend to influence you and pull you down? Or maybe they'll do it like how they did it with me. Take your good friend out to get to you. When I heard that, I was like, I can't. It was like after I heard it clearly, because I didn't go to the funeral, because I was still broke out in my hives. And I just remember I was doing something. I was going into the bathroom and I was doing something, coming out with towels or something. And I heard it as clear as day because I was thinking about her. I was thinking about everything that happened. And I said, oh, my buddies, my good friend's gone, da 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 da. And I heard it as clear as day. Well, how else were we going to slow you down? You were getting in the way. We took her out to get to you. Boom, and it was gone. And I remember I dropped everything and I stood there and this anger came up inside of me. And I said, I will, I'm editing. Bring her in front of me and say to my face. I just became like, and then I felt myself expanding and I felt myself merging with one of my dragons. And I got in that dragon space and I was like, I will burn your ass up. And then all of a sudden I went through this like shake thing and I came back down and I cried and then picked up the towels and I was like, well, isn't that a moment? Okay, that's some truth there. Keep it going. So, and then I'm like, oh, so I got your attention. You've been watching me, obviously. And I just kept on doing my thing. Didn't hear that ever again. But it was shocking to hear it that clearly. Like it was almost like someone was standing right behind me and just said it. And then just popped out. I was like, well, So this is why I'm saying there are no mistakes that you're here. There are no mistakes for your journey. There is no errors. You are divinely aligned, doing what you're supposed to be doing right now at this time. But you need to pay attention what time it is and where are you flowering energetically and becoming your best version of yourself, staying in your uplifted, being, what is that, titanium, being bulletproof, okay, energetically, because we have to get ready for all the different timeline collision energies that are going to hit in the next 3 weeks. Gotta get ready. And it's going to be a lot. But we are going to witness those timelines, and you're going to know which one you're going to stay on. Okay, because this is tied to your communication to your star families and the mapping of who you are, where you came through the system when you were born. This is your map, and it's being fully activated right now. Okay? So, got to get ready. Next, that dance we're going to be doing for next year. Yeah. I expect everyone to get at least 100 points or higher on your dance moves. All right, lovelies, let's take a look at today's message. So now you know how to really program your beautiful, positive energy water that you're talking to. So make sure you put all that wonderful goodness in there. The honey is to sweeten it up. If you don't have honey, you can use brown sugar. I'll probably make it good. Put some of that in there. You can put all your different oils that calls to you, but do your research. Don't go throwing things into your mix that might be like opposite of what you're doing. Know what you are putting in. Okay? Know it. Know the reason why you're adding that in there. Because you're going to put it on yourself. Okay? Yeah. In the morning, I get that the rainbows coming through my little crystal things, and they send those little messages. And I'm like, okay, that's inspiration. All right, let's take a look at our activational oracle today. And then I got to go to the storage because I'm looking for certain crystals. I researched about the black pepper. That's amazing. Yes! I'm telling you, every one of you, Be So Light family, every one of you need to have that black pepper essential oil on hand. If you're not going to do that, get yourself some of your own black pepper, not crushed up already. You want it whole. Get it. Then kind of pinch the pepper a little bit. Okay. Put it in olive oil and put a lid on it, like a small container. So it's concentrated. Put it in there, let it sit there. Walk it for at least a moon or two. And let it get all that essence into that oil and use that oil. That black pepper is no joke. It is amazing what it can do. So simple. But you would never think, oh my God, black pepper, who wants that? No, get that black pepper. Get it. All right, let's take a look at today. Boom. Oh. Boom. Oh. And last one. Ooh, love it. Okay, first one. We have the throat chakra. So the throat chakra, the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of light, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. Yes, it does. There's that 5 energy. Okay, the next one after that is number 20, discernment. Discernment. Okay, the discernment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Okay. The next one is number 43. I love this. This is right on point. Transition. Love this. Transition. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of ever changing nature of existence and our lives so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. Love it, love it, love it. Our gateway activation card shows you what the gateways are doing. What energy is flowing through the gateway. If you sit real quietly and close your eyes, you will see when you say what stargates are activating, please reveal yourself with stargate, what direction it will come to you. It will show you. Oh, well, there you go. Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, live with grace. There you go. Know that you are divinely, you have divine grace upon you. And remember, we look at the meaning of the words, and you know what those meaning of the words are. Okay. So yes, black pepper is really good for helping with digestion and belly fat. When I saw that, I was like, oh, give me a whole bunch of that. Okay. All right, lovelies. Go and do your day. Thanks for getting up and moving your bum bun and stretching out your lower back. I got your kundalini whipped up and got you moving. Now, that kundalini, when we're moving that energy, it's all about getting those codes to move up the spine. Okay? Now, if those kundalini codes get stuck, you're going to have some interesting things happening to you. So tomorrow we're going to talk about the kundalini. What are some of the signs and symptoms that you have with the kundalini, how that affects your body, certain things that are happening because mother is going through contractions and the water is going to break. Okay. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. Know who you are. Remember who you are. Stay uplifted today. Do something totally different for yourself today. Okay? Something that really makes you feel good. I want you to just, even if it's just going by and looking at something that you wanted to give to yourself, but you might not be able to get it right now, just go look at it. Put your hands on it. And just kind of say, soon you'll be with me. Or better yet, if there's something you're looking for and you want it to come to you and you just look at it and you say, find a way to come to me. Find a way to come to me. You want to work with me, you want to be with me, find a way to come to me. Just do that. Make it a magical day. Make it count and be your soul light.